Bro, I'm over here counting this bread. I keep the faces down. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's just like sometimes you have to move to the money because it's money is like money is like a woman, bro. Money will do what. Peace, 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 peace. What's going on? What's going on? Damn. No way. Let me move this real quick. I wasn't paying attention to the camera. My bad. But yeah, it's some all these damn cords, yo. I miss my camera guy. He in Jamaica. All right, so real quick, there is some hot news today in the urban news, like the urban community. I just read this. It's amazing, and it's very beneficial for us who are willing to learn from these particular situations. And I actually know the people, so. And oh, my bad. Peace and love. Walla Walk and everybody. Initiate for tuning in. That's thank you. But yeah. That's Lenape. That's Muncie. You know what I mean? That's my people stuff. But it was yeah, man. Let me just show y'all this information right now, real quick. I'm about to share screen and we'll talk about it. It was so because I met fam literally this time last year. And then for them to be smacking them with a lawsuit today of all days, and they also about to drop their event. So I'm show you what's going on right now. So here on Complex, very good tabloid. Hold on, I want y'all cookies. All right. So right here, Nike sues designer Kool Kai and Omi, which is Omi and the Hellcat. If you're not familiar with Omi, Omi is the one who came up off with a Fire Stick game, and I believe the case is still open right now. He was getting sued by the government for pretty much infringing on people's rights as it pertains to all of the actors and stuff who wasn't able to get paid for all of the free streams that he was allowing people to get from the free Fire Stick cracks, right? So then we have this right here. Nike sues designer Kool Kai and Omi for trademark infringement. So just as a judge, for somebody who already has a pre-standing open case for, like theft in this capacity, it's already not looking good for the brothers. And like, I know brother David Weeks, and I'll swing over to their IG so y'all can see what they look like. But this is what the shoes look like. And some of y'all have seen these in y'all. But when I seen them, so when I went to the event, this is what I had on. These is what I was wearing. The off-white joints. So when I seen everybody else with these on, I'm like, but it was fam party. This was a Duce. This is last year at Art Basel. It was a Duce and David Weeks party for the Reeves. And they were showing his artwork. He's an artist, and he had some dope ass clothes. And the original startup was these shoes. These have been around for a minute, but it's just now they've gained enough traction to where Nike then got mad enough to where they want to sue them because they make decent money. And the thing is, they've gained the attention of our people. So you see a lot of rappers, a lot of local support, and Nike is in a hard situation right now. Just like the Kyrie stuff, Adidas is in a hard. Everybody want their bread. It's inflation. It's a recession. Everybody is out here scraping up everything that they can get. So it's just yeah, bro. That's kind of hard to watch right now because I know the brother David, and I just from my expert opinion with me doing legal counsel and things for so many years, I don't see this going well for them, and I feel like they're going to have to pay a lot of money, and also that's going to hurt their brand because they're no longer going to be able to show. They're no longer going to be able to sell that shoe design once they go to court. But the wild thing is, they hit them with the lawsuit this morning. They're setting up for Art Basel right now. They have a party tomorrow. It's either tonight or tomorrow down here in Miami. And Nike was like, no, I'm ruining your weekend. You're not getting no money. So actively right now, it could be possible that real soon they won't be able to even promote that brand anymore. So just in today's climate and society, melanated business, urban business, we always need to be mindful of the manner in which we're contracting. So that was now we're talking about the teachable moment here, the business part, the free game Friday now. How do you protect yourself in these particular situations? Like I explained in the last video I did yesterday, just making sure that you have all your documents in place, your copyrights, your trademarks. You can copyright and trademark for free online. People don't like you to know that. And this is legal and it can hold up in court as long as you do it properly. And it's also utilizing the Uniform Commercial Code in order to show evidence that you have the superior lien on any said assets. So after you make the claim, you can then lien it, put it on the public record, and then show that you have had this particular security interest in this business or this entity, such as this logo, Trust Fund Baby, Atum Works, even KY or Nike in this particular instance, because Nike has controlled that shoe design since they made that contract with Jordan, yo. This is the Jordan design. And then they even have some of the other Nike designs. It's legit copyright infringement. Because when I seen the shoes, I'm like, is them some new Nikes? Because I'm like, where do these Thunderbolt Nikes come from? I ain't never seen these shits before. And is no knock on bro, but this is like, we are some of the most creative people, and it most likely was melanated people who created this shoe at Nike. But we can't afford to be taking these losses because that is a very good business brand. I watched this young man grow. He travels, he has contracts over in Paris and everything. And now your business has to come to a halt because you created something just like something that you knew people like. In all honesty, it was a very brilliant play. He rode a wave that he knew our people will rock with because we hate ugly shoes. We do. And his shoes look fly because it looked like something that we were comfortable with already. But understand, when you cross that line, what will happen? Your ass can get, and most likely will get sued. And look at them right now. Like, we're talking about a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Uni makes a lot of money, yo. The fam just burned a whole room of Balenciaga stuff on camera based on the Balenciaga situation with them showing the inappropriate child imagery when all of the satanic Chan 4chan network stuff that's popping up about Balenciaga. If y'all don't know about 4chan, that's a offline network of all types of weird internet culture stuff, and that's where Bored Apes was birthed from, was 4chan culture. And it's a Bored Ape documentary. Just so if any of y'all not really familiar with NFT culture, just so you can see how that particular system became what it was, I recommend people watch that particular documentary on the Bored Apes, because you'll see how it got so big and people will really understand NFTs just isn't some over the night make money type stuff. These people had a marketing budget in place. They had sponsorships. They literally, nobody that was famous paid for any Bored Ape NFT, regardless of what you think. It was sent to them through a MoonPay contract, and they had to sign NDA so that they couldn't tell people. It was a marketing strategy. All of this stuff that I expressed to you all and I talk about, I know it may seem like it's just fun and it's drama, but to me, it's all business. Even the stuff that they allow to be put into the news so that people, even the shit, the Love and Hip Hop shit, like Atlanta Housewives, all that's business. People love drama. Most of my most watched videos on my last Facebook was when I was snapping off on people because y'all love drama. But it's different if you learn how to get paid from the drama, because then you're in a real good situation. So me, I talk about the drama. But just understand right now. So in this particular situation, it was really no way for them to protect themselves in the copyright trademark aspect because of the way that they set up the brand. It looked just like Nike. If they had different, the shoe design is that they're more than likely getting their shoes made in the same overseas factory that Nike's getting their shoes made. And they're just not stitching on the chip. They're stitching on the Thunderbolt, and they're stitching in the Reeves and the KY onto the tags. And that's really the only difference. So like this is these are young millionaires, legit. Like they do very well. So that shit is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt them more than what happened to Ye hurt him, because Ye had other sources of income and he was already established based on music. This is all that some people have. Hopefully they've invested in the other brands such as real estate, stocks, and even they've been thinking about creating another brand outside of this one, just so you just always have to have an exit strategy when you are dealing with businesses. And for people who don't know what an exit strategy is, when you first establish your business model, keep in mind, am I going to build this out for my family, or am I going to build it out with the intent to possibly sell it in the end? So you have to make sure that you always have a way out. Even as a CEO of certain brands, your job is to build up the company and find your successor so that it can keep on running in the capacity you built it for and better. Always, you have to think and scale. Steve Harvey said it best when he met one of the wealthiest melanated men, Robert Smith. He said when he met with Robert Smith, Robert Smith was like, "Why didn't you ask me for any money?" Like, he's a billionaire. This is the man who paid for all of those young brothers' graduation at Morehouse a couple years ago. And he was like, "I'm not here to get money from you. I want you to teach me how to make it." And he said one thing that Robert Smith explained to him, the fact about you should always scale. If you're aiming for 100 people, you should be aiming for 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 100,000 people. So you have to understand what it means and what it takes in order to get to that point. Always lay out the A, B, C, D, E. That way you don't miss a step getting to Z. But common law trademarks, common law copyrights, and there are also platforms which I will not openly express right now. But if y'all tap in with me on the back channel, or if y'all in a mastermind, I do these things for you. I just did a whole artist catalog. Shout out to her. Like some of her newer stuff, because she's about to drop soon, and she wants to make sure she was in a position where her lyrics was protected. And I've done that for some other female artists before. And I deal with a lot of people in the music industry, so contracting and making sure in their position before they start giving their stuff to the world so it can't be taken away from them, the same way how Nike did. Reason why they're going to win this case. It's just the best move, yo. So if I could express anything to you all, cover your ass and we have great brains. You can create something new. You don't have to mimic these other models. We are better than a lot of the things that are out here. A lot of it wouldn't even be what it is without our energy. So just keep that in mind. Without your energy present in those models, it isn't what it is today. And for people who don't even know, like everyone who supports Balenciaga and things like this, even Gucci owns Balenciaga. So when you cut Balenciaga, you have to cut Gucci too. You have to look into the ownership aspect, because it's just like me. Like, I love the W, but come to find out, the Marriott owns the W. So it's still like, I have no problem with the Marriott, but like the W is one of my favorite places to stay when I be moving around. But I understand who owns what and who controls what, and I understand when I put my dollar into these institutions, what it is I'm supporting. You should do the same, especially if you feel a certain way about these companies and these people. But that's it. Peace and love. Enjoy your day. I got some things to do. It is Art Basel weekend, and next Saturday, make sure y'all tune in all of my masterminds for our master class. We will be live in the private group on Facebook. Peace and love.